3. Quality gaps that can ruin your project outcomes.
Before we start moving forward, make sure to subscribe channel and click on the bell icon. Sprint Seal provides training programs, certification programs on their websites. If you're interested in them, do check out the links in the description.
What do they say about people who believe one thing only to do another, sometimes even the complete opposite? They lack integrity. The same can be said of a business that shows inconsistency in its words and actions. Nowhere do the alarm bells ring louder than quality control measures. There still seems to be a gap in QC theory and practice. In a 2024 survey, a shocking 73% of respondents admitted to experiencing a product recall in the past 5 years. Would this even have happened had proper quality control processes been in place? Let's be clear. An important aspect of that includes addressing the gaps via proactive analyses. We won't let you face the same conundrum. Discussed below are 3 common, yet disastrous quality control gaps that can ruin your project outcomes. Spot them early on to ensure consistent efficiency. Incomplete documentation of requirements. You cannot use any tool or platform effectively without ensuring that the fundamental data is accurate and complete. This can be tricky at times, especially since many applications were developed to be point solutions for specific issues. Did you know that around 40% of data is typically never used because it's either irrelevant or inaccurate? It may include missing client records, inaccurate product information, and improper ordering methods. The analytics principle can be applied to project execution. Working with incomplete requirements may result in costly delays, rework, and even regulatory compliance issues. Sound decisions need both intuition and reliable data. Take the example of a medical software application whose functionality was developed based on incomplete requirements. Later, it fails the compliance audit due to overlooked reporting features. That bears a lot of resemblance to poor data pipelines that generate faulty dashboards responsible for misleading decision makers. Research has already shown that poor management of requirements is behind 47% of project failures. Since this silent killer often surfaces too late for smooth overhauls, take action from the beginning. What to do? Conduct pilot tests to validate any assumptions. Let requirements be updated periodically. Have a requirement traceability matrix for all project phases. Inadequate risk. Communication. Communication, that core ingredient essential for healthy relationships, is equally important for project success. Just like all kinds of relationships involve a certain degree of risk, so do different business projects. A lack of or ineffective risk communication across teams and stakeholders can lead to project collapse. Heard of relationships crumbling due to communication issues? That's the same story for projects. In some cases, the issue becomes severe enough to end up in court. This is more likely the case with regulated sectors like healthcare. Take the example of the injectable contraceptive, Depo-Provera. True law lists meningioma and loss of bone density as the associated injuries. Far from minor, these complications can cause long-term disability and require complex corrective treatments. Dismally, such outcomes were never escalated or communicated across departments, preventing timely warnings. The result? Affected patients went on to file a claim for Depo-Provera side effects. This may be a formal step preceding a lawsuit, but it highlights how inadequate risk communication can spiral into legal exposure. Despite being rooted in healthcare, the example illustrates a universal lesson for all industries. There's always a price to pay, that of risk management or regret. Choose the one that's justified in your books. What to do? Use heat maps to visualize risks based on their priority. Have a separate risk register that all stakeholders can access. Schedule regular sessions to review risks and plan their mitigation. Lapses in third-party risk. Evaluation. A thriving business never operates in a vacuum. It is an evolving member of a network that runs with the help of reliable third-party vendors. While some may seek third-party support for payroll processing, others lean on it for cloud infrastructure. This entails considerable risk, since third parties also handle confidential client information. Most vendors either never realize a breach before it's too late or don't communicate it in a timely manner. If your risk management extends just to your business's operations, you're in for a big, unpleasant surprise. In its 2025 Cost of Data Breach report, IBM noted that the average global cost of a data breach is still $4.4 million. Supply chain delays and third-party bottlenecks will only cascade into financial vulnerability. Consider the scenario where a third-party electronics supplier fails to notify an automotive company about faulty brake sensors. The company's internal quality control processes may be solid, but since the vendor was never audited, there could be serious consequences. The situation may get as bad as having to recall vehicles nationally or internationally, on top of losses and reputational damage. Your third parties are supposed to act as strong links in both production and data protection. That's only possible when you don't overlook supplier or vendor risks. What to do? Monitor supplier performance regularly, not just at the time you first shake hands. Vet your vendors through detailed audits and compliance reviews. Have a contingency strategy lined up in case a vendor fails.
If you found this video informative and useful, we'll always bring new concepts explained for you, so stay tuned with SprintSeal, and if you like the video, do share. If have any doubts or queries, do let us know in the comment section. Use the coupon code YouTube10 in our website to get 10% off on all our courses.